Welcome. How is everyone today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm excited to be here with y'all. I'm excited to be here with our viewers in chat, hanging out with us. Thank you everybody for being here. Today we're playing Masks: A New Generation, a Ttrpg by Magpie Games. Yeah, this is a charity channel. If this is your first time here, I know we've had a lot of new followers on my channel. Hi, welcome. I'm so glad to have you here. I don't take any money from this. You will see ways that you can affect this game with your bits and your channel subscriptions rolling on your screen, and also in the down about me section down below. I wanted to say in the down below section about me. But if you can't do any of that, that's fine. You can still just hang out with us, accrue those channel points, and use your channel points to affect the game as well. With that, I'm going to go ahead and hand it on over to Saucefire.
Hello, everybody. I'm Saucefire, also known as Gray, he, him. And today I'm going to be playing some Masks, the Next Generation with my friends. And why don't I go about introducing them like I was supposed to plan on how to do, and we'll start with Jen, because you're the first person I saw.
That's fair. Hi, I'm Jen. I go by she, her. I'll be playing Jaina Leith. She goes by she, her, and her book is the Nova.
Cool. Next up, oh yes, now I remember how I'm supposed to introduce people. Sorry. Jen, aka Jaina, aka Aeon Storm, aka Laughmaker Scout, Laughmaker D&D.
Yeah.
AKA Koski.
AKA Koski Sigma, AKA Cos, AKA Chaos.
Yeah.
But next up is Jamie, AKA Ramad, AKA Mabruk, AKA of Vague Repose.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Mabruk, he, they, and I'll be playing Jamie Faris, also known as Ramad, they, them. And they are the Doomed playbook.
Doomed! Cool. Next up is Kadruffle, aka Ethan, aka Nielsen, aka Nobody.
Hello, yes, I'm Ethan, he, him. Today I'll be playing Nielsen Peabody, otherwise known as Nobody, he, they, and they are the Outsiders playbook.
Cool. And last but not least, our showrunner, Crystal Blake, aka RGB, aka Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Thank you, Sauce.
Hey
everyone, I'm Sarah. I use she, her pronouns. I will be playing Crystal Blake, who also uses she, her pronouns, and she is the Beacons playbook. Just the most average one here.
That is not true. Not for a moment.
Scientifically speaking, it has been proven that she is the most average. We have the
What's
data.
Science? What's science but a bunch of numbers?
Look, Mr. Bananas scanned me, okay? I am average in every way possible.
Dr. Bananas.
Dr.
He did
Bananas.
Not go to Monkey Cambridge to be called.
There's a separate Cambridge for
just for monkeys.
Apes. Yeah.
Just for apes.
Welcome, Raiders. Valderian, thank you for the raid.
Hey.
Anyways, when we last left our team, there was some shenanigans. Now there isn't, involving multiple dimensions being smushed together. But one dimensional constant was the fact that because of their recent attempts at heroing, the teen heroes have been labeled delinquent heroes and forced to go to a summer camp called Camp Wabanaki, aimed specifically for delinquent teen heroes. So what I'm curious about is A, what are you packing? And B, how tearful are your goodbyes? And I'm going to start in reverse order. So Crystal, take it away.
Oh gosh, starting with me. Crystal's goodbyes are not very tearful at all. It's been a little rough at home, so she is incredibly ready to just get out of the house with her friends and go do anything other than be at home. Especially after the trauma of merging a whole bunch of worlds together and realizing exactly how many times she died in that process, and that in 2 of them she just didn't exist and someone else named Ashley existed.
But to be fair, we really liked Ashley. I mean,
She doesn't know how she feels about that. She has packed. She went shopping, so she got like a brand new swimsuit, and she got like brand new shorts and brand new t-shirts, and she is all decked out in everything pink that she could possibly find. It's like the Forever 21 like pink section just like threw up into her bag, and that's everything that she's taking with her.
Oh, and I imagine the last couple of weeks have been very awkward. It's like you're every now and then your parents will remind you, "Oh, don't worry, it's not your fault. We're not arguing because of you." And then they go in. You know they're arguing about you. No, I'm just kidding. But they're also doing things like trying to vie for your affection.
Oh, that's
no.
awkward.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And
There
they're
was a
making very-
pancake war at breakfast one day, wasn't there?
There was. One of them, Pops was making pancakes, but Dad insisted on waffles. So, you know, there were 2 giant stacks, and if you didn't eat both of them, you'd probably offend one.
I ate so many pancakes and waffles that morning.
Yeah, maybe a break is in order.
I never want to
Guess
see
so.
another pancake or waffle again.
As you are walking down the stairs, as you're trudging your luggage down the stairs, you see Pops just come around the corner with like just a giant waffle covered in ice cream with like sparklers in it. It's like, who wants a going away waffle?
You know, I had a very large smoothie, and I am so full. I am.
Pops gives you like a big bear hug from behind and says, "Guess who's just got a new set of iPods?"
iPods? They come in multiple. Why?
Now you got 2 of them, and he
I don't.
puts up, kind of shoves a little gift into your hands. It's a going away present.
I'm only going to be gone for like a week.
And he kind of gives you a large kiss on the cheek. It's like a little baby's growing up.
I need to go. Okay. My friends are gonna be outside any minute now. I have my bag packed, and I have all my toiletries, and I have my shower
Are you
shoes. I'm
sure?
gonna go ahead and go. I'm leaving now. I'm leaving. Bye, Dad.
Okay.
Bye, Pops. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Check your phone. Ethan, how is Nielsen preparing for his? Is this his first vacation
Yes. Well,
ever? Is this his first time out of the city?
I don't think
Aside from
Do
that
you
time
treat
you
it
went
as a
to
vacation?
space.
I don't think that Nielsen was in reality before the school year actually started. So, yes.
Phony, the phone approaches you as you come out of your charging station. He says, "Hello, sir. Do you want me to call you an Uber?
Wait,
You gotta get to the bus stop by noon."
I mean, I think I can just go through the ground. That's how I used to get to school.
And Phony looks down. He kind of puts his little hat to his chest and says, "Well, all right. I guess I'll just go try to find a way to make myself useful. Guess I'll
You,
go in the corner and gather dust.
you could.
It's the one thing I'm good at."
You use that phone right now, nobody.
"Do you want to play some Bejeweled?"
Ethan,
Yes.
you have to bring the phone.
You have to bring
I'm
it
emotionally
out.
attached. Player me is emotionally attached.
Look, I still got 6% battery life left. You can risk it.
And you've had that for about the past 5 hours, correct? 6%?
Yeah, it just doesn't seem to go down.
Oh, no.
I mean, Crystal asked for you to come, so I suppose.
Well, all right. Don't read too much into this, but I already packed my luggage. Gets a little bag.
Tony, do you have a number that is separate from mine that Crystal can text?
Oh, she's been doing it this whole time.
We'll talk.
And Crystal, you get like a flood of texts. Like just pictures, emojis, lots of "this is me" with like teary-eyed smiley emoticons.
Crystal texts back in response to every single message.
I'm down to 4% battery life, but I'm sure it's fine.
Well, maybe we should call the Uber and use their charger on the way. Do we have money?
We have as much money as you want. Go talk to that ATM robot.
That seems illegal. But
oh, very.
We'll deal with that when we're back. Because then we'll be heroes.
All right, here's a stack of non-denominational unmarked bills for you. You know, in case you need to buy a sandwich.
That's good.
And Phony just kind of smooshes himself into your leg.
I will go around and just be. I was gonna have Phony do this.
You can't swim.
I mean, I guess I can float through water. We'll see. We'll find out. I want to go around and just like find a conglomeration of robots that I can just sit in the passenger seat of the car in case I need, for whatever reason, for it to drive to us.
You need something vaguely human shaped.
I mean, not even that. Just something like.
You see that the robots have before you can even gather them together, you see this kind of vaguely human-shaped trench coat with a few robots spilling out of it every now and then, just made up of little toys and robots and trinkets that are somehow sentient, and also an ATM machine. And it comes trundling in.
Good. I was going to try and look for an animatronic from a Chuck E. Cheese's, but this is much less disturbing.
Oh no! They made sure to take off all of the like licensed animal felt, so it's just like the metal skeleton.
Good.
And he has that one known as let's go with Picky the parrot from Picky's Pizza Parlor. And every night he just kind of whispers every now and then, "I watch you while you sleep."
I'm glad that someone's taking care of that. Thank you. We'll be safe with you.
Every now and then he'll also just recite random phrases that sound very cryptic and almost prophetic.
Whenever I was a kid, I had a Barney toy, but the batteries were dying, and so at random parts of the night, it would go, yes, it would, in random intervals in the nighttime, it would go,
this conglomeration of machine people are just like, they say in unison, "We are reasonably certain we can operate a motor vehicle." At which point their arm falls off. Leaving just like a dangling trench coat sleeve.
Well, it's this or nothing, so this is great.
"We love you, son." Kind of give you a hug, the one sleeve just flopping around.
Picking the arm up off the ground.
It's just a bunch of kind of robot tendrils just kind of flicking around.
Just shove it back in.
Jamie, what is it like at the apartment that you and Emil share? When you come out, Emil is pumping iron. You can see his body's just like kind of crisscrossed with scars. On his arm, he just has little hash marks, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're not entirely sure if it's supposed to be like kills.
So I do know that this camp is for delinquent teens.
It's for superheroes who need a leg up.
Okay, I'm gonna phrase it to like might have talked to this with them before, but I phrase it in a way that I'm a bad superhero, dangerous. Look at me, I'm delinquent. so that he might be proud of me, maybe. I hope.
He comes off. He's like, okay, how much money do you need and how many guns? Here, you know what? Just take this. And he pulls out a gun from behind him, just out of his gym shorts, and hands you it. It doesn't smell very good.
I take it, put it in my other hand, like, oh wait, I found this gun. I think this is yours.
And he chambers it. Checks the chamber, checks the safety, puts it back in your pocket.
I take it out of my pocket, put it in my other hand, and give it back to him.
It's like, what? You're made of dust. You're not going to hurt anybody.
I'm made of dust. I don't need guns.
Well, what happens if you need to? Okay, look, never mind. Just take one of the safety knives. Before
that's
you go.
Your thing. My thing is to disassociate.
Look, but wouldn't? Okay, you know what? Good point.
This is
fair point.
How many times have we talked about this?
You know what? You're right. When you're right, you're right.
The moment I come back, we will talk about this again, and you will bring it up, and we'll have the same argument.
And he just
you'll have the same conclusions.
Sighs of it and says, "I'm just trying to find a way to bond with you." You know who likes knives? Your friend Crystal.
What?
Yeah, no, she's all over them.
She's the least knife person. I'd imagine Jaina would like knives more than Crystal, for sure.
We were both at the mall. We ran into each other, and she said, "Knife to see you." It was hilarious.
That does sound like Crystal.
It was hilarious.
I disagree.
Come on, let me give you a ride to the bus stop. Saves you bus tokens.
Sure.
All right.
Okay.
You know what? And he kind of tosses you a set of keys. And he's like, yeah, okay. Go start it. Go start El Camino.
I don't know what that is. Character.
He's like, yeah, it is the coolest car on four wheels. It is part muscle car, part truck.
El Camino. I see a movie. Oh, okay. That car as well. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Concerning the packed bags, I have things that are very similar to what Crystal has, but instead I bought them from the goth equivalent store.
All black. There are two sections of this store that are completely empty. And he nods his head and says, "You need help with one of those?"
Yeah,
and
maybe.
He takes one casually, tosses a bomber jacket on, zips it up and says, "Well, let's go."
I think something... Why do you want to come with me?
No reason.
You know what? I think I'm going to order a car. I'm going to get it.
No, it'll be faster this way.
Sticking the bag out. No.
He comes up, kind of picks you up by the collar. He's just carrying. He's like, "No, it'll be faster this way. I don't abide traffic laws."
You're assuring me that you have no ulterior motives at all.
No, none that I would admit to.
I find this hard to believe.
Remember what I told you?
Oh, that you admit to? Okay, that's fair.
Right. Jaina. What is Jaina doing to get ready, and who is she saying goodbye to?
I think Jaina's just picking up a duffel bag, and she'll go down the hall, stop at a door, and go into the room she knew that Elizabeth had occupied, and find one of her pens and just place a note under it, and
as you
head back.
Take the pen, you notice a few flakes of dried blood kind of just fall off the tip of it.
She pauses and rolls it over as she looks at it, thinks about it for a moment, puts the pen back, and just puts the note under the pen.
As you turn around, you see your new butler, Spotswood. He looks like somebody took a shrink ray to him, but only shrunk him like an inch. So his suit doesn't fit quite right. His shoes look a little too big. They're all kind of baggy. And he's like, "Oh, well, I guess we'll be seeing you off. Would you like me to chauffeur you?"
Do you have a valid license?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And Spotswood puts on his bifocals and says, "Yes, come along this way. They tried to take my license away, but we vote in large numbers." And potters down. This man looks like he's probably in his 90s.
As he leaves, I'll shut the door to Elizabeth's room. Like, maybe I should drive. And heads down after him. Hey, I'm going to drive.
It's not that difficult to catch up. He's barely made any distance. It's like, no, it's not at all, madam. It's my pleasure.
You know what? The city bus is right out the corner. I can just take that.
Oh, you're in luck. I can park very close to the bus. It won't cause any problems.
Oh, right.
Do you mind if we stop at the pharmacy?
I mind very much. Can you do it afterwards?
Well, I'm nearly out of heart medication, but I'm sure it won't matter that much.
I'm going to take the bus.
All right, madam. I'll be there to pick you up in a week.
I'll get a taxi so you can take the day off.
Oh, thank you very much, madam. It's my birthday next week, and Spotswood putters off.
Oh, birthday! Great! She goes down to the bus stop and texts Crystal. I think my butler's going to die while I'm away. I'm going to send it a nanny.
Crystal, you're right around the block when you get this.
Crystal texts back. Question mark, question mark. It's like the super sad face that has like the full like frowny face and then a heart.
He's like 98 years old and needs heart medication. I'm pretty sure the walk down the stairs would kill him, so I'm just going to have him stay home.
Crystal just sends back the eek face.
The grimacing face.
Old people.
I'll text a service to check in on this poor guy while I'm away. Just say, hey, make sure he's okay.
Crystal, as you are walking down to the bus stop, you hear a motorcycle approach from around a corner. You're still about a block away, and Emil kind of stops with Jamie on the back of the bike. And he just kind of lifts up the visor. Yeah,
wait,
motorcycle. Yeah, you couldn't find the El Camino.
Quick questions.
Yeah.
Emphasis on the S. Did you always have the car? That was never mentioned.
I imagine it might have been stolen.
Then did that? I know about it within the last week only. Okay.
He does
definitely seems like a bike. Yeah, he is definitely a bike person for sure. It fits his vibe. Mm-hmm.
And you just hear kind of muffled from his motorcycle helmet. It's like, you walking the rest of the way? You need a ride? Jamie, get off.
What?
Crystal just turns around like with her nose still in her phone. Like,
why don't you go back home and we'll walk the rest of the way?
No, Jamie, you don't mind at all. Get off.
The bus is right there. Thanks, though.
Why don't you go? I get off and like dragging my bag off and like I take Crystal's and it's like, we're gonna go.
Yeah. You look sharp though. Bye.
No, he doesn't.
Hey, Crystal,
yes,
I hear it gets pretty cold up by Camp Wabanaki. Take this. And he throws his jacket at your face, and it just flies with way more speed and acuity. And he's like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm really good at throwing things.
He's really good at throwing knives.
You know, that's definitely a skill set. Maybe you can be like a baseball pitcher one day.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm planning on doing. Baseball.
Definitely. I would love to see you play sports.
I feel like I'm in the middle of something very strange right now, and I don't know what's happening.
No, I think I'm in the middle of something strange, honestly.
Can we go?
Yeah, we should probably go.
Anyways,
where are the others?
Have fun at summer camp, Crystal. Jamie, see you in a week.
You too.
And he kind of rides off.
Why did he give me his coat?
Well, why do you think so? You tell me.
I don't know.
It's a leather bomber jacket. It smells fine, but the pockets are full of knives.
Oh, I can't take the. We need to find a trash can. Why does he wear so much Axe body spray? Oh my god, it reeks.
I guess it wasn't very nice to see this.
Huh?
Aw.
About what?
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 I don't know what you're talking about. Let's throw these knives away.
I eat a piece of granola.
I find a public trash can. I just empty the pockets.
It's just nothing but knives and maybe a human tooth, but you don't know whose.
I don't. Does he keep your baby teeth?
I think it's a gold
I don't think
tooth.
Yeah.
that's anybody that we know of. I'll keep the jacket because he likes the jacket, but I'm not gonna use it because I don't like to wear leather. Like,
Yeah, air that out. Air that out.
no, I think he likes the smell.
Okay. Good thing someone does.
Mm-hmm.
As you ride around the corner, you see Nielsen and Jaina. They've arrived. They're waiting for the bus dutifully.
Hi.
Hi.
Crystal looks a little shell-shocked after that encounter.
Everything okay?
So what's
Everything's
the plan? How are we gonna get out after we arrive?
What do you mean?
It's camp.
We're gonna stay there for a whole week
Why
and
not?
let the
Look,
the
Jamie, if the world's ending,
so-
might as well pretend we're kids for a
the
week
world's
at
ending.
least.
We have to stop it.
I mean,
That's why we're going to learn how to be heroes.
yeah, and
I don't
like maybe
need to
there's
learn.
an arts and crafts time, and we can all like make each other friendship bracelets or something, or not. I don't know. It's a stupid idea, but I mean, we could. Maybe
It's
do
not
it.
a bad idea. It's fine.
Okay.
I'd like to do that. Church of Ophthalmology
Yes.
and my crystal stuff.
I think
He's right here.
I. Not
How
that
is the
crystal.
crystal
though.
in your house in your house in your tower?
She looks behind her at the building. It likes jazz music, I think.
It's been reacting to jazz music. Whenever you do it, it just starts vibrating and destroys it.
Literally vibes with it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like resonance frequency or something.
Maybe. I mean, really likes Ella Fitzgerald, which is pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I've been putting blankets all over it. It's
It is
living
exactly
in my
the-
house.
It's exactly the opposite of me.
As you are chatting, eventually a bus kind of stops by. It's a regular dimension-sized school bus. Along the side of it is a banner that says Camp Wabanaki, because you can do better, hopefully, written in very inspiring yellow font. Lots of exclamation points. And the bus driver comes out, and he's wearing coveralls. He seems to be missing an eye, but he has an eye patch on. His face is grizzled and lined with wrinkles, and what hair he has left is like white and looks very brittle. And he comes out and says, "More kids for that cursed camp."
I'm sorry. What?
And
The camp cursed?
he says, "Camp's cursed. Haven't you heard?"
No. What's wrong with the camp?
Well,
Are you sure about that?
well, you see, the camp was built on a secret Nazi compound that experimented with eldritch power. Castle was built by smuggled POWs who were brought from Germany. They were said to have cursed the very land. Of course,
There's a castle at the camp?
no. In fact, the castle was burnt down 80 years ago, this very night. But that wasn't the first time this land was cursed. Well, a young child drowned, but unbeknownst to us, she was a wood witch. She cursed this land until she was burnt at the stake using wood from a haunted glade. That was 70 years ago this very night. And then it turned out the son was alive, and he went on a bit of a rampage, and that was 60 years ago this very night. Even more surprising, the curses go way back to its first founding. The first settlers to come here found a cult of druids that were run out from the old world who said that after a planetary alignment, the world was going to end in 2 centuries.
And that happens tonight.
I think the planetary alignment is this night, yes. And
Wow.
of course, the First Nations people refused to settle there, saying the land was cursed by an ancient spirit. But they were sure happy to sell it to us for a fraction of the price. Of course, when they were signing the deed, they said the deed was cursed. And the deed was signed about 20 years ago this very night. But that's not important. Oh, whatever you do, don't go to first base point. Oh yeah, there was a strangler there, and now his headless ghost. You know what? Never mind. You'll be fine.
Excuse me?
I'm sorry. How many bad things happened on this day throughout history?
Halloween
in the history
is next month.
of this camp?
A surprising amount happened this very night, but I'm sure it's just a coincidence. You know, like when you are in a large crowd of people and at least two of them share the same birthday?
Yeah, that's exactly the same.
It's exactly the same.
But there's more than two curses.
Who wants to go to summer camp?
Oh, I definitely want to go now. Let's go.
I mean, yeah, sure, why not?
All right, everyone aboard the bus.
I can
Be
vibe with
careful. 30 years ago, this very night, this very bus flew off a bridge, heading towards summer camp. Very summer camp, I'm taking you tonight.
Do you have like a book with all the
Human history is so fucking weird. I love it.
No,
With all
I'm
the
actually
things that
not
happened
into
today?
history that much, especially local history. I hate it. I do have some Tom Clancy books.
Oh, I
He
think
gives
my
you-
dad's read those.
He gives you a copy of Without Remorse. Yeah, it's like the Michael B. Jordan movie tie-in one.
Thank you.
I mean, we have to go at least to see. This is just a statistical anomaly worth investigating.
Anyways, all on board for Camp Wapanaki, located within scenic Screamwood Glade, along the pristine Teen Strangler Lake, nestled beneath the Body Drop Mountain and right past Poison Oak Valley. The bus driver gets in.
It's so difficult to hold the laughter.
I am just very confused.
This sounds like a very peaceful vacation that we will be having over the next week. Are you considering the escaping idea?
No, I want to see all this shit go down now.
You want to go to the pristine teen strangler?
Look, human horror is fascinating. Let's go.
I do
Also-
wonder how it feels to hug a ghost.
Neither Jaina or I are technically teen-aged, so we're fine.
Mhm.
I'm sorry,
And I
what?
don't know if I'm alive.
Crystal, you are the main girl in the horror story.
What? No, I don't want to be the main girl in the horror story. Please, they always die first.
You're the main girl in the horror story, but I'm
This is
Middle Eastern. I die first.
Oh,
Okay.
And somehow I'm the reason it all happens. So, and Nielsen's the
Mhm.
one who's the mastermind.
He is the wise
Mhm.
Jamie.
person.
You and I do not leave each other's sides. You watch the left side, I'll watch the right side. Nothing will get us.
I don't know if I can die, so this could be interesting.
Well, I think that hopping through the different dimensions, we determined that I could, so I'll watch your back, you watch mine.
mine.
Crystal, of all of us, is the most mortal.
Mhm.
That's just
Proven.
I don't think we're helping the situation. Nobody. I think you should think about that less and think about all of the friendship bracelets we'll be making.
fine. I'm gonna play one of my
Probably from
iPods.
cursed materials, too.
Crystal's gonna put in the headphones to one of her iPods, and she just hands the other one to who's sitting next to me on the bus? Who would be sitting next to Crystal?
I think Jana's kind of in your spot, just kind of rifling you through your bag for snacks.
Crystal
We
hands
take-
over the other iPod to Jaina.
Do we take all the 4 seats at the back?
Of course.
Oh yeah, you're the first. As you board the bus, you see it's empty, save for one kid. He's kind of draped in American finery. He has like a pair. He's covered in like rawhide and American flags. And as he looks at you, he just kind of like tightens his little bandana, which is an American flag, and says, "Sorry, this seat's taken." Puts his bag beside him. in clearly a way that is indicating he's a bad dude.
Nielsen will say, "Oh, it's okay. We're going to the back anyway. Thanks, though."
He's like, "Yeah, you are."
Have fun with your bag.
And as you are heading to the back, you just hear the bus driver be like, "Now, come on, Manifest Destiny kid. No, you can't. You can't hoard seats like that." And he's like, "I'll do what I want. This seat is mine by divine right."
Manifest Destiny Kid?
I'll lean over the seat. Hey, is your name Danny by any chance?
No, it's yours.
No, just making sure.
And he winks. He lowers his blinder shades to wink.
Ew. I say out loud.
Crystal, this is how humans work.
I don't know.
Really bad ones at flirting gifts.
Maybe? I don't know. I didn't bring any issues of Cosmo with me. I can't look it up and tell you. Sorry.
Don't you have like 3 potential internet devices now?
Well, I mean, I have 2 iPods. I'm assuming they're like the cheapest version of the iPod, which doesn't have internet. And I mean, I do have my banana phone, but
V2, I think.
yeah, it's don't like it. It
Here,
makes
you can have this one. And give you ponies.
Why, hello?
me. Hi.
Hello, ma'am. How do you do? And Phony's
It's gone
like,
dark.
I have already. Oh wait, I've got who's gone dark.
Just Crystal just stopped responding.
Oh, sorry.
And Phony the phone takes off his hat and tips it to you. And
What
he said,
percentage of charge does he have left?
he's at 100% charge. He stole some of Nielsen's power.
Oh. So what charge does Nielsen at?
6.
Plucky
Dana puts a little safety vest on Phony and puts a little bow tie on his next to his screen.
But now you're blocking my screen and no one can see. You can't see how many messages you have. You have no messages.
Moves the bow tie to the back.
And as the bus stops once again and some more people get on, including one lady. She seems to be vaguely human-shaped, but very much a cyborg. You can see right through her. Like there are components. She looks like she's made of Kinex, if that makes any sense. Kinex. And she kind of seats herself down. A ghost just phases through one of the walls, and it is difficult to tell if it is a boy ghost or a girl ghost. It is just a bed sheet with 2 little holes in it, which sits down.
And test my hug hypothesis.
Another kid gets on the bus. He too is armed and armored in Americana. But when he kind of stops at Manifest Destiny Kid, and you can see that they are kind of yelling at each other. And the bus driver actually has to pull the one kid who kind of removes his head, removes his helmet.
Wrong character. I think you're talking about the cyborg.
And they say, "Come on, America, kid. Stop fighting." Sets him down. Another child is trying to teen is trying to navigate. You know those basketball racks?
Mm-hmm.
You have to roll them in and out. They hold 16 basketballs.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, this gentleman's trying to navigate one of those onto the bus. And then before once again the bus takes off, leaving you with a possibly now haunted bus.
Dana will peek over the seat. Hey, American kid.
And he turns around and he's got darker skin, wiry hair, and he looks at you and says, "Have we met?"
No, is your
I
name
remember
Danny?
you." No, it's Daniel, but Why?
I don't know if I can actually banish another Danny from this world, Nielsen, so we'll have to figure that one out.
What?
I just made all Danny's my enemy at this point.
Oh,
You're gonna purge the world of Danny's.
It's very extreme.
The one kid who's pulling the basketball rack kind of sits near the back of the bus with you and just says, if one of these starts glowing, can you let me know? I think that might be the explosive one.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, sorry, I'm Basket Bill. These are my basketballs. I fight crime with them.
And they explode?
Well, one of them does.
Well, you have
And-
arrows that explode.
Well, they're not supposed to.
Oh, right, I keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
See, that's what I told the police.
No, it's
So,
okay. We'll tell you.
like, you don't know which one's gonna explode?
Can you tell them apart?
I
Why
mean,
don't you mark them?
were they supposed to explode?
One of them is the explosive one.
you didn't mark it?
Oh, well, that would ruin the resale value.
Resale value?
Selling?
Kids love these sorts of things.
How many lists are you on? The FBI.
That may be why I'm here.
Nielsen does a
Okay.
quick scan.
Yeah, so- he gets a marker that's number 7 on one of them.
Nielsen was checking the CPP database to see how many lists this kid was on.
Oh, he's on a lot. He's on a lot of watch lists. The bus stops once again. This time, you see a little, just, it looks like a flea at first, just going beep, beep, before kind of expanding into a full-sized person. And she kind of does a little ta-da at the front of the bus before kind of rolling her eyes and just like a almost fainting couching herself into one of the seats. You see another a boomerang just kind of whiz in, go into an empty seat, and from there, another lady just kind of teleports in where the boomerang lands.
Cool.
And
I didn't know there's so many superheroes in there. Wait, I just never.
finally, this other child, this other adolescent, boards the bus, wearing a trench coat kind of piped with green. He's got 2 phones out at the same time. His eyes are like crossed, so he can look at both of them. And Crystal, your phony just kind of, you see that kind of digital corruption effect just kind of go over
Oh,
the phone
no.
screen. Nielsen, you see it go over your HUD.
Oh,
and
What's happening?
and Digital Lad takes a seat.
Digital lad.
With the bus at some state of fullness, you start leaving the city. You go out into the trees, or sorry, through the suburbs into more rural areas, which give way to pine trees, deciduous trees, those kind of large forests Seattle is known for.
Nielsen is at a window seat, having never left the city.
You just stay
Scanning.
It's scanning for what in particular?
Just like, because I imagine he's seen like pictures, which is essentially all he is seeing now.
Mhm.
But just sort of like getting, like someone would take a picture of a famous painting. It's just so they have it for themselves.
Okay. As you're driving by, you just the bus driver just kind of subtly taps on a sign that says, "No real names. Masks must be masks must stay on."
Okay.
And as you drive, eventually, roads kind of give way to dirt roads, and after a few more hours, dirt roads give way to just kind of beaten trails through the woods. Crystal, as you go further and further from the city, the bars you have on your phone are just lowering and lowering. and the amount of messages from your dads that say how much they love you and how much they're going to miss you become fewer and fewer. Are you muted or just being very quiet?
No, I was muted.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see a fox?
A fox?
Hmm?
I mean, it's possible.
I might see a
Jane-
fox.
Jaina, you look out the window and see a fox.
A fox.
The fox looks at you. The fox looks at you as if it wasn't expecting you, and then looks both ways and runs back into the forest. As the fox is going towards the forest, it goes into its little den and starts getting a bug-out bag. His girlfriend kind of comes out. It's like, "What's the matter?" It's like, "We've been compromised. We gotta go." It's like, "Not again. You said this wouldn't happen." It's like, "I don't have time. Pack a bag."
Oh my gosh, what is this fox into?
What did the fox say?
It's apparently that. What is going through Jamie's mind right now?
Okay. It's a combination of from that time Jamie keeps eyeing Crystal.
Mhm.
Jamie's just a bit annoyed about Emil. Jamie is also really unhappy that they're not trying to save the world, and now we have to be stuck with these people and to manifest Destiny Kid and Captain America Kid here. And Jamie's like, okay, I'm gonna either get out of here or somehow fix these two individuals. Otherwise, I can't stand 2 weeks, a whole week, I mean, with them.
Nah, what's the worst that could happen?
How are they seated, the two of them, in relation to each other?
I picture Manifest Destiny Kid is seated right behind the bus driver,
Mm-hmm.
whereas America Kid is in the middle of the bus.
Okay.
And America Kid seems to be having, he seems to be getting along fine with people around him. Manifest Destiny Kid, however, is, sniping at anyone who tries to talk to them. He's waiting for people to, nap on the bus so he can slap them.
Can I try and I'll it's a long trip, right?
Yeah.
I'll switch places and sit next to let's say what I don't know the name of the boomerang class.
Oh, she is Zoomerang.
Zoomerang, and strike conversation with her, but it's just to be able to sit closer to the middle so that I can trip Manifest Destiny Kid when he's passing by.
Oh, yeah. Manifest Destiny Kid. Trip him as he's passing by. Yeah, you learn a bit about Zoomerang. She's here because she might have accidentally teleported into a city bank.
Ooh, that's fun.
And it wasn't her fault. It was just sometimes the teleportation will move you a few meters to the left and a few meters to the right. So I'm throwing it at a criminal who's running away from the very bank I'm trying to help.
Yeah, and you landed in the vault?
Yeah, and then the vault locked.
Dude.
And then they didn't find me until Monday.
Yeah, I tell her the story when we were basically robbing a jewelry store with the clowns. Try to relate with her silliness.
All right, as you're saying this, Manifest Destiny Kid is walking by you. He's like, I'm going to use the washroom. I'm going to stink it up. And he looks for a high five. And I need you to directly engage a threat.
Wait, oh, my dice. 7 plus. That's a danger, right?
Yes.
That's a 10.
All right. What do you do to him? I'm guessing avoid his blows.
Yes. I get another one, which will be. I'm just trying to find the masks moves. Found it.
take something from them, their dignity.
They're ridiculous.
Yeah, or like. Actually, maybe I'm not gonna trip him. I'm gonna like try and pants him.
You're gonna
That's-
try to
that's what-
take his belt.
Yeah, that's why I'm taking from them.
Yeah. You manage to like rip it off as he's falling, and you can see it says like America First on the buckle, and then behind it you see it says Made in China. And America Kid goes tumbling down, and as he does,
Not America Kid. America Kid is.
oh, sorry,
more nicely.
Manifest Destiny Kid. This is gonna get confusing for Gray.
Just MDK.
MDK goes down, and as he does, you just see what looks like a phantasmal Statue of Liberty just kind of grab him and put him back up onto his feet before he just kind of keeps going. He's like, "Where's my belt? Ugh, we're gonna have to use a piece of rope."
I think Nielsen, I think, is still.
I hide his belt, and I'm amazed.
Are Jaina and Crystal still back in the back as Jamie has gone to interact with Zoomerang?
Yeah.
I think
What are they doing right now?
Crystal has her headphones in, and she's just like, she's got her head leaned back, and she's just trying to zone out to the music, making the best of things.
Jaina has taken to drawing foxes all over her journal.
Phony is actually he has learned how to simulate lo-fi hip hop.
Ooh.
So he is just playing you an endless list of original tracks.
I think as Statue of Liberty, Spectral Statue of Liberty, I think Nielsen's just really like poking at like.
What?
I think. Is he a ghost? Does he own ghosts? His name wasn't Danny, right?
No, that was the other one, the one we
Okay.
like.
Okay.
You could ask.
I don't know about
Make
life.
friends,
But-
Nielsen.
I've only done that 1, 2, 3 times.
I'm your friend. You hear from Phony the phone.
I'll count all machines as number 4.
I find that diminishing, but okay.
We are as one, Phony, don't worry.
That sounds like communist talk.
Don't let Captain America hear you like Captain America kid. Manifest Destiny.
And MDK just kind of walks past all of you. Nielsen, are you in your human form or in your robo form?
I think if I had seen that sign, because at the bus stop I would have been in human form, but if I saw the sign, then I would have switched over to Robo-Man.
And MDK just kind of stops at you and says, "What are you, some kind of robot person?"
Yes.
Cool, high five. He lifts his hand up. And as his hand is coming to you, you just see the spectral hand of Uncle Sam give you a high five. And then MDK goes into the Porta John. It's at the back of the bus.
Did you see it that time?
I think they're spirits of America and not always the good ones.
Huh. Well, that would be interesting. Let's see. Who else is on this bus?
Let's see.
Yeah.
There
We got
is
like Flea Girl.
I'll go talk to the Roblox cyborg.
Roblox.
Roblox?
She's not Roblox. She's Connects. It's much different.
Yes, I understand.
And she kind of turns to you. Her eyes kind of glow green momentarily as she kind of gives you a scan. And she says, "Hello."
Hello. Who are you?
I'm Robolass. Who are you?
That is a
Oh,
very...
sorry. She is Cyberlass. Much different.
Okay, so what was it? Cyberlass. Maybe no. I am, well, I've never really thought about introducing myself This might get confusing. I'm nobody, but that's like my name.
That's your designation.
Yes.
Why do you insist on using human means of communication?
Well, you sort of reciprocated in that way. I thought that would be.
This is far more efficient. And she kind of just opens her head and starts screeching at you. But you can parse it as various forms of data.
We all cover our ears.
Yeah,
Everybody.
It is
The driver-
deafeningly loud.
The driver leaves.
Of all the ways that Nielsen expected this to be, this is not.
And she says, "Oh, sorry. Is that not pleasurable to human ears?
Don't think so. Given all the grimacing.
I will try a more efficient means of data exchange." At which point she just lights up like a light bulb.
How
And blinds the driver.
Pretty much blinds the entire. It is blindingly bright.
do I have?
And she says, "Much like Wi-Fi, I am now broadcasting on a high band frequency."
Can you
Visible
either go,
light.
Can you go up further so that they can't see?
I can do that safely, or I can do it more efficiently, but it may cause permanent eye damage to your companions.
How about we just talk words?
Very well.
So, why are you here?
Oh, they were concerned that an AI might, well, they, in their words, go Skynet, if not taught the value of human life.
I've heard that before.
It's clearly some sort of phobia, and I assume a form of bigotry.
Well, Nielsen thinks for a moment, thinks about how Danny's probably the one who had said that. Yes.
Yes, yes, it is.
Gina will shout, "Robot rights!"
Regardless, I hope to learn the value of humans and all of their lives through this summer camp.
It has certainly been an interesting. Well, I had a strange road to get here.
The road here seems quite normal.
Yes, it does. I think that will be the end.
They just sit in silence for the rest of the ride.
This is Nielsen's like, we have come to the end of the conversation. Good.
This conversation is over. And she's turned away. She's scanning everything too.
Fantastic.
What is Jaina doing? She's with Crystal at this moment, if memory serves me right. Yeah.
Jaina's just taking notes of everyone on the bus, writing down little acronyms for each of them. Makes a weird cowboy hat for Manifest Destiny Kid, and then a nice bald eagle for American Kid.
As you are scratching this down, the little ghost just kind of floats out and is now just kind of looking at both you and Crystal.
I'll wave my hand. Hi, are you a ghost person?
Part of its sheet and nods its head.
Oh, I'm Jaina, and it's very nice to meet you.
And he kind of peers down at your phone screen, at Phony's phone screen, and you see kind of mist form along it, and then very slowly the words "the human ghost" appear on the screen.
I'll write that down. The human ghosts, and draw a little ghost like them on the sheet and show them like that.
It nods its head.
Okay.
And then you notice all your zippers on your bag start opening and closing randomly, and the human ghost looks kind of, "Oh no!"
I'll just reach out and pat their sheet gently. It's okay. If you want to open and close the zippers, make sure you don't unleash Herbert, the flying squirrel.
I'm sorry,
Herbert
what?
Herbert the flying squirrel has been doing laps around the ceiling.
Crystal takes out a headphone. What about her?
Points up. This is the human ghost.
Oh. Hi. I like your sheet. It's very crisp.
The human ghost just regards himself and kind of like gives himself a poke and then shakes his head before kind of floating back to his seat.
You're supposed to stay soft.
I mean, crisp implies that it's not wrinkly.
True. They're very nice.
It seemed like it.
Suddenly, kind of between the two of you, a third girl has appeared, wearing her a flat, a kind of like carbon fiber style nano suit, and she says, "How you doing, Quantum Girl? At your service."
Oh, hi. I'm Crystal.
I love that name.
Oh, right. We're supposed to be using our superhero names, right?
That's not your superhero name?
No, it's RGB.
Okay, cool. Like the Supreme Court Justice.
No, like lighting for gamers.
Just like, and she kind of points a finger at you, at Jaina, and she's just like the Supreme Court Justice, right? Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Well, no, it's like the color spectrum.
Oh, yeah.
Red, green, blue.
No,
Yeah,
that's Roy Bev.
No,
That's a
it's
rainbow.
RGB lighting. Kind of like on my suit. See how it lights?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Mine gives me superhuman powers.
That's
No, I like your
awesome.
lights.
Thanks.
What else do you do?
Oh, I shoot arrows.
Oh, not light?
No.
Sorry, it's just with RGB, I was expecting powers. Oh, but no, that's really cool.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
RGB saved the world, actually.
Oh,
She's
you
pretty awesome.
too? How many times?
10.
I
Saved it
cool.
10 times.
Oh, I remember my 10th. That was so long ago. Oh no, but you're gonna love your 100th. It's gonna be like, why am I even doing this?
100?
Oh yeah, no, seriously. I'm don't tell anyone. I'm just here because they want me to try out for Apex.
Oh,
That's amazing, Quantum Girl.
are there like trials here that you go through, or
It's who you know.
right?
But you know, I would be glad to get you in contact with somebody. They're gonna love you and your Supreme Court Justice themed power set.
Hey.
Would you have like a giant hammer?
No, just a bow and arrows.
You should get one. Ruth Bader Ginsburg didn't. I don't know if she was known for her archery.
That's not my name.
And she says, "Oh, we're gonna have so much fun." And you can see when you look down, there is a little bracelet, like a friendship bracelet, has already been put on your wrist, Crystal.
Oh, yeah,
Take that with me. It just expanded.
so much fun.
Then she says she shows off her matching one. Anyways, hope we get put in the same bunk. And,
Yeah.
she kind of waves goodbye before phew, bouncing away.
Oh my gosh, keep her away from me.
She's your best friend now.
No.
I can't stop that.
No, you have to. As one of my actual best friends, you have to. You have to.
Yeah, but
We
she's
have-
best
we
friends
have
are
to tell-
different rules.
No, we have to tell Jamie. We have to tell nobody. No. You're a buffer. You have to be a buffer. Please.
I don't want to make friends.
I have enough friends.
After a few more minutes of trundling down a dirt road, deeper into what you can only assume are very haunted woods, Nielsen, you kind of look out the window and you just, for a moment, think you see a ghost on the horizon telling you to go away. Jamie, you are pretty sure there is like a "Don't come here" written in blood that is slowly forming on the floor of the bus.
I'll point that out to Jaina because I think she likes these kind of things.
Oh, Jaina, there is just a beheaded ghost, just like, hey, you really shouldn't come here. Here's something as hell.
Hey, buddy.
It's cool. Thank you for warning us, but we're all delinquents, including Quantum Girl.
Oh yeah, no, they don't like delinquents here.
Okay.
They're gonna mess you up. Anyways,
Fantastic.
just know that if you die here, your spirit will be trapped forever. Later, and just kind
Bye.
of misses through the back of the bus.
What if you're already dead?
He misses back out. Oh yeah, no, that is even worse. He misses back out.
We have a
The
human.
human ghost is just
Hey, human ghost. You'll be fine.
all of the above head storage is just like opening up and closing now rapidly around him.
Oh no.
Take a deep breath, and I just I'm going to walk him through some anxiety ways to deal with anxiety. Look at your hands. Oh wait, you can't see your hands.
The
Look at the
sheet
sheet.
expands and contracts as if it's hyperventilating.
You are the best ghost person here. Don't forget it. Don't let the other ghosts fool you.
Don't let them bully you. As you pass under a creaking sign that says Camp Wabanaki, that the E falls off just as you drive by. You see the little tagline, because you can do better, hopefully. And eventually the bus driver turns around and you see his one eye. He lifts up his eye patch, exposing his dead eye, and he just says, "This is the last stop."
I thought it was the only stop.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, is everything all right?
No, actually, we made 3 stops along the drive, if you remember, to pick up the different teen heroes.
I was
Anyways.
looking at a fox.
Oh yeah, no, it was great, wasn't it?
How long was the ride?
It was about a good 6 hours.
Okay. And we had no go out and get water or buy groceries.
This is an American bus ride. There is no stopping.
No stop at all.
No,
Can't afford to stop. That would minimize profits.
inefficient.
And you're eventually herded off the bus by the bus driver, and he closes it and tries to do a couple of U-turns, but keeps failing. And it goes from a 3-point turn to a 10-point turn. And as that is happening, you just hear from the trees, just somebody is swinging from branch to branch before a rather athletic-looking 19-year-old, blonde hair is tied back in a ponytail, comes crashing down, just in a stunning array of backflips.
Oh.
You can see she's wearing red sweater, red shorts, she's got a little whistle around her neck, and she does the whole superhero 3-point landing in front of you.
That so cool.
Hey, campers! I'm going to be your head counselor. To all those people out in the real world, I'm Lady Vengeance, but you can all call me Susie, and I'm just here to be your best friend and make you the best hero you can be.
Turn to Jamie and say, Lady Vengeance episode 53 does really awesome tricks. The whole catalog is such a great. You actually pair up with her in your episode 153.
In a good way or a bad way?
Good way. You fight crimes together.
Okay. Why is that name is so aggressive?
As you two are talking,
who hurt you? I look at
you just see her hand just kind of whip out. Between the two of you, and between 2 fingers, she has a single mosquito. And she says, "Oh, you brought your spray. These things are everywhere." No, but really, they'll turn you into a Capri Sun.
Nielsen raises their hand.
She gives you a high five.
Does that mean I can ask a question now?
You betcha, camper.
Are the mosquitoes also ghosts?
Some of them.
Amazing.
There's so many ghosts. I still don't understand.
And she kind of claps her hands together. It's no, we don't have to worry about ghosts, campers. She kind of laughs. And, no, I'm sure all of those rumors you've heard about the camp aren't true.
How much salt do we have in the camp?
Oh, quite a bit.
Can we surround the campus perimeter?
That's the second night of craft night, after we find out which camp is the most haunted. But before we do that, we're going to divide some of y'all up into your houses, just like a certain IP, whose author I won't mention. She kind of waggles her hips at that. Now, who wants to be in House Boulderfist? And she kind of takes a hat out, starts pulling out names. Cyberlass, the Human Spectre, Ramad, and Nobody. House Boulderfist, yay!
We're only 3?
No, that's Cyberlass, the Human Spectre.
No, that's it.
Oh, yes. Next up, House Morningstar. Manifest Destiny Kid, and you just hear him kind of woo from the background, like he's at a Ted Nugent concert.
Oh my.
America Kid, and you just hear swearing. Basket Bill and Digital Lad. Nobody at that mention, your vision just kind of gets corrupted once again.
I do not like digital lads.
We only need, like, each of us has a person they hate, but Jaina just has the whole
Jada's,
camp that she loves.
yeah, Jada's full tilt into this.
And finally, in House Nightmare, we've got Zoomerang, Quantum Girl, Aeon Storm, and Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Oh my goodness.
That's not my name. Why do people keep... It's... RGB.
RGB. Yes.
Can I guess which house is the most haunted?
Oh, go ahead.
Is it house... Wait, that's too obvious. Never mind.
It's House Morningstar.
It is so
Maybe,
good
yeah.
to have all of you here at Camp Wabanaki. And that is where we'll take our first break.
Our first break?
Our first
Oh,
of
boy.
many.
Oh
This
no.
is going to be an 8-hour
This is an
episode.
all-nighter.
Oh boy, everyone. All right. Well, that is going to be that's going to be our break. We will be back shortly with more exciting adventure and fun. Y'all hang tight. We'll be right back. Don't forget to hydrate. Bye. Hello, everybody. We are back. Sauce, you are precious. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight. We are still playing our Masks, the New Generation Ttrpg. And we're having a grand old time. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We are so excited to have you here tonight. I run a charity channel here on Twitch. I don't take any financial income from my Twitch channel. All of your bits and subs at the end of the month go to the Ttrpg.org. And this is something I've been doing since mid-2020. And I have been helped along by my wonderful friends here at this table, at our Nexus Adventures table, and everyone who comes on the channel to either guest or to play video games with me. They help me accomplish that as well, along with all viewers like you. I could not do any of this without you. Thank you, everyone, so much for helping me do this. This has been such a great and rewarding journey to be on with you all. If you would like to affect our game with our channel points, you can do that as well. All of the information on how you can affect this game is available on your screen, rotating on the slides, and also down below in the About Me section. And with that, I'm going to hand it back over to Sauce because I want to go back to summer camp.
I want to go back to summer camp.
Let's go.
All right, so you have just been divided into your houses. Jamie and Nielsen, you are with the House Boulder Fist. With the Human Ghost and Cyber Lass. Crystal and Jaina, you are with your new best friends Zoomerang and Quantum Girl, and then all the rest are somewhere else. They're in House Morningstar.
In house, nobody cares.
Yes, meanwhile, Crystal and Jaina are in House Nightmare. You're being led by Susie, aka Lady Vengeance, the head counselor here. She's got a clipboard. She's walking y'all through the camp. You can see all the large oak cabins. They've been seemingly here for years. There's a large fire pit in the center with those kind of benches made from chopped up trees. There's an old swimming hole with one of those ropes you can hang on to. All in all, it's not a very impressive looking camp. It's very rustic. And Susie is doing her best to make it sound impressive.
Jane's just nodding along. She's impressed.
And she's like, here's the water hole. Make sure if you pump it and bring it back to your cabin to boil it for at least 10 minutes, or else you will get possessed by haunted nematodes. Now, coming up next, we've got one of the outhouses. It is open 24/7, but be careful. There is the ghost of somebody who fell in, so make sure the lid is down.
Ellen?
Well, make sure the lid is down, and don't play in the outhouse, okay? It is not a toy, and I will take it away from you.
I'm sorry, how many kids exactly have died at this summer camp?
This year, 0. I'd like to keep it that way.
Isn't this the opening weekend of it?
And she smiles. She's like, we got it from another summer camp for orphans. She kind of looks at her clipboard and says, anyways, our gymnasium is just over here. If you look across the pond, you can see the more affluent superhero summer camp. And you see them, they're like, riding on swan boats. There's like far across this body of water, you can see like spouts of water just kind of dancing back and forth. It is this pristine looking, almost like a golf course across the lake.
Why can't, how come we didn't get to go to that one?
Well, that one is not for superheroes who need a leg up. Those are for ones for superheroes who have more connections with their parents.
So you're also suffering with us.
Well,
That was going to be my question. How did you end up here?
wasn't until my boyfriend Hank broke up with me and is now going for the position of the new owlet. And she snaps her writing board in half, her clipboard.
That's Susie's
And-
arm. You should beat him up.
And
I agree.
she takes the two sections of her destroyed clipboard and just kind of flings them across. And they go maybe about a good 100 meters.
Do we have a
good
group therapy?
120 feet before landing in a pile of snapped clipboards.
Do we have a group therapy room in the camp? where we can
No,
talk about things?
If you need that, you might have to go across the pond.
Oh, I think we all need that. Can we please go across the pond right now?
Sorry, that's... the Werner Country Club is for exclusive heroes.
But you said if we need group therapy that we have to go across the pond.
She was.
And she just smiles at you, Crystal, before she just keeps going on.
Right.
Anyway, do we have any other questions before we continue on?
We wanted to help you plot a way to take out Hank.
And she shakes her head and says, Hank is... Foxglove is also a very competent hero in his own right, even if he is a cheating bastard. Anyways, this here is the house of the cabin of House Boulderfist. Watch out, guys! House Boulderfist is gonna take the trophy this year. And you kind of you might be muted, Nielsen. I didn't hear you.
The
Okay.
trophy for
best house. I think House Nightmare is gonna win it for the first year in a row. Go House Nightmare! Just kinda, woo, woo. That's the spirit I like, Jaina.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and I settled up next to Jaina. I was like, okay, we're gonna be planning how to get Hank.
Oh yeah, we're totally gonna do that.
Okay, me and you, we got this.
How do we find Hank?
You
I
just
want in
hear
on
from the back, hey, you're in different houses, and it's MDK. And he's just being snotty. He's like, stop conspiring.
I'm head of
Stop-
inter-house
trying to
relationships.
stop trying to
In-house.
steal this contest. Stop the steal.
I'll just flick a coin at him.
He pulls out pepper spray and starts shaking it.
Look behind you, it's George Washington. Here we go.
I know George Washington is behind me. Duh. And you look behind him. There actually is George Washington, and George Washington's also taking that shitty kind of pose. I have Patreon powers, man. They follow me wherever I go, brah. And he kind of stomps off.
It's so lame.
It is kind of lame, isn't it?
Poor guy.
George
seems
Washington.
like all of his power is coming from somewhere else.
George Washington drives. There's a single tear down his cheek. And he
Oh, not
stomps
you,
off
George Washington. I meant for him. He's lame.
And
You're kind of cool.
George Washington says, I'm going to tell William Henry Harrison about this. Floats away.
Sorry you're stuck to such a nerd.
And Susie just kind of looks at all of us. Well, isn't he a keeper? We're going to have fun with him. Now, y'all are going to learn that every counselor here is also a superhero. So don't try doing anything that might get you caught. Because,
Raises a hand.
and she high fives it.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I hate everything here.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Seems fine.
before we go, somebody left a bunch of messages for red, green, blue.
RGB, that's me.
Okay, here's one from Pops, and she hands you a small stack of notes. And here's one from Dad. She hands you another stack of notes. And here's one from Emile. Am I saying that right?
Why is your brother sending me things?
And
Yeah.
it just says, oh, that might be it. And she hands it to you, Crystal, and it just says, sup.
It's just a text.
Definitely
He just-
100%
He called and said, just tell her I said sup.
100% him.
I hate everything. Get me out of here. No, if I
So we are
if I
planning to
leave,
leave.
I have to go back and deal with Emil. I'm staying.
I love camp now.
I have to deal with him every day.
Eat everything.
As you are brought into House Boulderfist, you see it's not too bad. There's a couple of daddy longlegs in the corner. It's a relatively inside has been relatively refurbished. There are 4 separate rooms that are kind of closed off with curtains.
Oh, something I They should have mentioned before, because everybody here is wearing their superhero clothing,
Yes. Probably except for
except me.
yeah.
I'm like, I look normal.
As you kind of go in, you see there's also a phone booth in the middle of the room for changing.
Is it better or worse than the one that comes out of Crystal's arrow?
Well, it's not on fire, so it's got that going for it.
That's the arrow that's worked the most.
Nielsen, in your room, in lieu of a bed, is a charger. Not really up to par, like not as nice as the one you use back home, but it'll suffice.
I'm guessing Cyberlat's also the same thing.
Yes, but she also has a bed.
Oh, she's a cyborg, right?
Yes.
Nielsen, do you want to borrow my Type-C cable?
Thank you. I'm a bit frayed from the last time I used your electronics.
Well, no, I wouldn't. No, you could just use the outlet instead of using whatever that archaic thing is.
I mean, I think I should be universally compatible.
It looks like it runs Windows XP. I'd be very careful.
At least it's not Vista.
I mean, that's fair.
Take that, Vista. The sponsor of this game is Microsoft Vista. Oh, no.
Microsoft, please sponsor us. We will come up with very creative insults for all of your products if you do.
Crystal checks her Windows phone. Oh, wait, no. I think they got rid of those.
I'm going to play music in my Zune.
My Zoom.
I have no clue what that is.
You were lucky.
Nielsen, you see your vision get corrupted a bit once again.
How is everyone in here just sort of like looking at it, or have we split off?
You have split off now. Crystal and Jaina, you have not been brought to House Nightmare just yet.
How close is House Morningstar to House Boulderfist?
Okay. Imagine the camp with a big bonfire just in the center of it.
Mm-hmm.
The houses are kind of on the 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 12 o'clock position.
Okay.
And House Morningstar is at the 12 o'clock position.
Okay, so we are furthest away from the rest of our team.
Yes.
Okay.
You are, and wouldn't you know, it also matches a compass. So you're to the west, Morningstar is to the north, House Nightmare is to the east.
Okay.
In House Nightmare, it seems to be living up to its name. There are cobwebs, there is a sun-bleached skeleton in the corner, there are spiders everywhere. I don't know why I led with the skeleton and ended with the spiders. Crystal, as you are wandering in, a little witch just kind of descends from the ceiling and goes, and Susie says, "Oh, sorry, we keep our Halloween decorations in here on the off years."
I mean, that fits the theme.
Anyways, this is your house, and she kind of shows the same. It's but instead of House Boulderfist, the wood here is very rotted and old. And she says, "Don't put too much pressure on your beds, because the wood is, or all the wood here is probably filled with termites, or the ghost of termites. Oh my god." Anyways, at the at the 6 o'clock position, 3-9 are your houses, is the counselor's room. If you need any help, let us know. 24 hours a day, we are here to help you become the best heroes you can be.
Right. Best heroes we can. Can't we just do that on our own, like, without all of this? I feel like we were doing okay.
Well, RGB, you tried doing that, and it looks like, and she pulls out her new clipboard, you burned down a parade.
To be fair, the bad guy started it.
Well, see, we are going to be teaching you how to stop these sorts of problems before it gets to parade burning, and maybe de-escalate the situation to a parade singeing.
Fine.
And as you roll your eyes, you can see her rolling her eyes.
I mean, to be fair, RGB, I did push a person off a building.
And look, y'all have the best possible chance here. I used to be Owlette. I used to work with Barn Owl 24/7. So I think I know a thing or two about being a superhero.
Why'd you get fired?
I didn't get fired. I went my own way. I didn't want to live in Barn Owl's shadow.
Right. So now you're just a camp counselor.
I do this as a volunteer because I want to help young heroes. Even the ones that are kind of catty.
Right. What was your superhero name again?
Lady Vengeance.
Okay, cool. Crystal's going to start cross-referencing Owlette and Lady Vengeance to find out what actually happened.
Details are slim, but that's because you get no reception on your phone here.
You need to get out of here. I need to know what they did.
I mean, we can find out at the end of the week.
Yeah.
I would
And
have forgotten about it by then.
you would have found something else to be angry about. And with that, Susie leaves you here with Quantum Girl and Zoomerang. And Quantum Girl just appears between you and Jaina yet again. Just and she says, "Don't worry, I already got my bed set up." And she kind of holds up a tiny box. And she says, "Got everything I need here. If you want to watch a movie, I got a home theater. It is beautiful."
You have a home theater in a box?
And she kind of opens it up. And it's like a little Polly Pocket house, but actually functional.
I don't think we'll fit in there.
Of course, silly. Oops, your nose. That's why I make you tiny. I can take my whole house with me.
That's amazing.
That is
Mhm.
kind of cool. Okay, fine.
But just make sure you're wearing masks. Otherwise, you can't breathe tiny air.
Oh, is it The Princess Bride? As Jada looks for a mask.
I mean, we can watch Princess Bride. I got the one with director's commentary.
Yeah.
And Crystal, are you coming? Sorry, RGB, are you coming?
Yeah, I guess. I have Kit Kats in my bag.
You should leave them outside of the bag, and then there'll be giant Kit Kats when we're tiny.
Okay.
Make sure you open them before we go small.
Oh, right. Hang on. She'll open a Kit Kat and set it next to the tiny house.
And she kind of holds on to each of your shoulders and gets Zoomerang in there in the middle, and provides each of you with like these little tiny black masks that seem very thin, overly thin, for something that you would hope would be a respirator, and has little respirator slots on the side, on the cheeks. And she says, "Okay, deep breaths." And all of you are now incredibly tiny. And inside what looks like a very lavish mansion. You know, like those kind where that you see in like TikTok videos where they're just like, "This is my garage," and they like go around inside of a mansion they rented.
Yeah.
Okay, who wants the top floor?
Oh, what's on the top floor, Jada?
Oh, she just says, beds, the extra kitchen. Oh gosh, what else? The above ground pool.
You have a pool?
I have several. And she kind of looks over and says, but I haven't filled them yet. And you see there's a tall water bottle just beside this empty pool, this Olympic-sized swimming pool.
I mean, we could go for a dip before the movie.
And she says, "Oh my god, I have the cutest tiny bikini. Don't worry, it expands into a regular bikini."
Awesome. You know, I think I'm gonna like you.
I think summer camp is gonna be memorable for all of us. Right, Zoomerang? And a little boomerang just comes whipping between you, and Zoomerang teleports to where it is, grabbing it out of the air. She says, "You know what? I think you kids are gonna, make me look good this summer."
Sure.
Turns to Zoomerang. No,
You're
we're
right.
gonna make each other look good.
She slicks back her hair.
They're way too cool for us.
And Quantum Girl just says, "All right, now who here wants to see a quark?"
A what?
She grabs Jada and just both of them shrink even further. Back in House Boulder Fist, what are Nielsen and Ramad doing?
So, Ramad, if you drink the water and therefore steal energy from the haunted nematodes, what happens?
I don't know if I can steal. Okay, so I can drain life.
Mhm.
I don't know if I can drain death.
But the nematodes
Sounds like the
aren't
opposite.
dead; they're just haunted.
I thought haunted means they're ghosts. I thought they're ghosts.
I think that in this case, haunted would mean that there are ghosts in them. They're otherwise alive.
I would love to experiment, but I prefer staying in the form that I am in right now. I don't like being haunted.
I understand.
I'm at limited control of my abilities already, as you might have noticed a few times.
All right, campers, who wants to go for a swim in the lake that I promise you is not haunted?
What would happen if it was haunted? Do you owe us something?
No, you'll be
You want to
fine.
bet on it?
We're insured. We'll be fine.
You're insured.
There also might be a lake monster, but we haven't gotten any cryptozoologists in here.
That is more interesting. Let's go.
That is a lot more interesting. I want to go in now.
Are Crystal and Jaina going to skip the dip in the lake, or are you going to play around in the tiny verse?
I think we're playing around in the Polly Pocket.
Yeah, no worries.
There's a pool
I
here.
mean-
There's no chance of weird fish ghosts.
I've made friends with 3 quarks already, and it's fine.
Who knew that quarks were sentient?
DM? GM?
Yep, yep.
I would like to pierce the mask with Lady Vengeance.
Yeah, go nuts.
Hold a 6. And that is a mundane. Oh no.
That's a fail, I think.
Wait. I have a -2 mundane. That's a 4.
That's a 4. Yeah, no, you can't. What are you trying to get?
I was trying to the questions I had in mind was I want to get her to like me, like be on the good side of the like the person who's running this place, or get influence over her. That was like the things I had in mind.
Okay. Well, you get neither.
Mhm.
Slap on the hand. No,
Hey.
you do get the sense that she seems to be coming from a genuine place.
Mhm.
And she kind of blows on her whistle again and says, "Come on, campers." The vibrations ripple through all these little quantum elements. And you see Quantum Girl, who is now spinning in several different directions simultaneously. She kind of diffracts around a carbon atom and stops in front of you and says, hey, I think they're doing stuff. I mean, we're gonna have this place all day, and as soon as I get it hooked up to my portable charger, we should have sun lamps, get our tans going.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Oh, she was saying that to Jaina. They are in what I call the tiny verse.
Jaina nods. This is pretty cool. I should go back and check on Crystal, though. Or RGB.
Oh, is that a real name? You broke the first rule, and she kind of grabs you and goes.
No,
and-
it's
and
hard, you know?
And de-tinifies you just enough, but does make you 1 inch taller here.
Thank you. You're awesome, you know? Just kind of pet her arm.
Yeah, I know. Crystal, did you want to go swimming in the lake? Or are you happy to stay in the pocket? Oh, you're muted.
is this one of the NPCs talking to me?
Yes, this is Quantum Girl.
I mean, we can definitely go if you want. I mean, you have a swimming pool here, so I mean, if you want to go swim in like the gross
But
fish lake.
it's not filled yet, remember?
Oh, that's right. I mean, yeah, I was gonna make popcorn, but it's fine. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we can make popcorn and go. Like, we don't have to get in, right?
I hope not.
She just gets like, I can't shrink if I don't have my suit.
Is your suit
Maybe.
waterproof? Like,
Oh, yeah, but it doesn't come in bikini form.
oh, well, that's fair.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, no, that's... I mean, my mom's did, but that was the 90s, and they had a weird thing with female heroes back then.
Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
And she said, all right, everyone grab on, including Zoomerang, who's been here this entire time. Embiggen! And you are back inside of your little nightmare house.
Ah, great. All right, I'm gonna get changed.
Okay.
All right. As you all kind of are corralled to the lake by the counselors, yeah, who does anybody jump in? You see that Manifest Destiny Kid and America Kid are like on opposite sides of the gathering here. Basket Bill is wearing a pair of Harlem Globetrotters style swim trunks. Digital Lad still has his trench coat on, and Nielsen, as you approach, you see your vision corrupt. Your hand kind of spasms out for a minute.
I was actually going to see if Pramad would like to go over and talk to Digital Lad with me.
I was going to suggest that. On the same wavelength here. Yeah, we'll go approach Digital Lad.
Digital Lad is he's wearing what looks like a ski mask. You can see his eyes and kind of looks at you.
Hey, lad, who is also digital.
Am I supposed to know who you are?
I mean, we were
Are you
introduced at the very
Dustman?
beginning.
Don't you ever call me that. I am neither dust nor man.
Yeah, MDK gets in his face too. He's like, don't you ever compare them to Dustman.
I will just get out of my clothing. I'll just become dust. Like that. I mean, not dust, ash. You made me. Noun. Evil. I'll become ash. I don't need a swimsuit because
Hey.
I don't dissolve. I hope.
Turns
Oh no!
It's just become a puddle.
You've become pyroclastic flow.
Nielsen, Digital Lad kind of looks at you and says, I would have made you better, and then goes back to his phone.
How so? How do you even think you can even remotely do that? Seriously?
He's like on his phone. He's like, seriously, I'm that good.
You've not. That's not a retort. What I said. Not proven anything.
That's as much energy as I'm willing to spend on a conversation with you about this topic.
So, you please.
Well, Mr. Lad,
Digital Lad is also gesturing for Nielsen to continue as he's on his phone.
what is it exactly that you do aside from mess up the vision of myself and Cyber Lass
And phony.
and Phony?
Well, I can hack anything with anything.
Can you hack me?
He kind of looks up. He's like, I'm just getting information on you.
How do you have a signal out here?
And he kind of holds up his phone. On my own satellite.
I'm surprised.
What did he do to get here?
Wire fraud.
Did you use that money? Ooh. Nielsen thinks about the chunk of money.
Stack of bills.
um,
And he looks up. Like, what's your name?
me.
Yes.
Nobody.
Yes. You're a nobody. What's your name?
Yes. Nobody. Yes. That is how I got that name.
Sounds about right. And he looks at you and says, could make you probably increase your processing speed 25% by the end of the week. You want to think a quarter faster?
I'm already at 101% somehow, so I'm not sure I want to go beyond that.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. We'll just overclock your systems.
Isn't that like I'd imagine things are like built in a way that this is the perfect.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was your name
Wouldn't
Digital
you be-
Ramad? Did you have digital in your name? I didn't think so. Maybe
I took computer science 101 in high school.
maybe one of us should worry about computers, and one of us, like, next time I have a problem that involves an ash cloud, I'll come to you. Like, if I need to clean my chimney.
Do you want to suffocate in your sleep?
Do you? Does anybody?
I'll turn to Manifest Destiny's kid and say, "Hey, Digital Lad said that you can't throw farther than 10 feet into the water."
I don't think Digital Lad would say that. That doesn't sound like anything anyone would say.
I mean, if you don't think you're the best at it, I can go ask American Kid.
I mean, if you think you're the best at it, you can do it. He kind of
Okay.
stomps off.
Crystal just comes up behind Jaina and is just like, "Oh yeah, I totally heard that too. What did I hear?"
You don't know how, but Manifest Destiny Kid has a set of rawhide swimsuit. Has like a rawhide swimsuit.
Sounds very uncomfortable.
It is. You can tell, like, every time he walks, he's like, ow, ow, ow. Its fringe is just flapping in the breeze.
Kind of worried about some of these other heroes.
I'm worried for them, for what I might do if they keep getting on my nerve.
I mean, if you want to really fuck with Digital Lad, just patch up his electronics.
Can you make a tiny EMP bomb? I look at Nielsen.
But then I die, Phony says, waving his hands.
And that's why I'm saying it's tiny.
Yeah, I could, but I would have to make it out of phony, so he would die.
Oh, I don't mind.
He next to Pony punches Ramad's shoulder.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know
Pony's
that-
great.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to kill Phony, and I never did.
Phony's
Okay.
screen is glitching. Oh, I think I've just been compromised.
Maybe we should.
Are you
throw
spying on
Pony
our
into,
conversation?
like-
Are you spying on our conversation?
He's like 10 feet away from you. He's like, I can hear you, but yes.
Crystal's gonna skip over to that kid.
And as you skip over, your phone gets a signal.
Oh, neat. Is that you doing that?
Yep, heard you didn't get a signal.
Oh, thank you.
And he kind of peers over. So what are you in for?
We burnt down a parade.
That was you?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're so stupid.
I mean, that's a little harsh.
He just starts laughing.
But anyways, I think your tech stuff is kind of cool. Would you mind looking at some of my arrows for me?
Yeah, sure. What's the problem with them?
She'll pull out a couple of like the net arrows. They tend to blow up instead of just firing the net.
And he kind of holds it up and he's like, no, he's like, yeah, see, the initial charge you're using to get rid of the encapsulation,
Mhm.
that's what's causing your arrows to catch on fire. It's lighting the nylon on the net.
Oh, that makes sense. Do you have a suggestion on how to fix it?
How many arrows do you have?
Pulls off a whole quiver. A lot.
And he looks at it, he's like, yeah, just give me the night.
Thank you.
And he says, don't worry, I've already extracted the money out of your parents' account. Oh my, why do they have two accounts? I think your parents are getting divorced. Want me to
What?
go through their emails?
Please don't. I don't want to know. Can you please put the money back?
Too late. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. It's nothing but Dilbert comics.
Oh. Yeah, that's Pop's account.
Oh my god. Jaina, how are you harassing this poor kid?
I think Jada's just watching Crystal. Like, are we? Am I throwing him in the lake? Or what?
Are you asking Crystal?
Technology.
Yeah.
No.
Goes back towards Nielsen.
Sorry,
She
Jaina
says
tends to get in the mood.
As you say that, as you kind of turn to say that, off your shoulder, you just see a little flea bounce off, and before it expands into Quantum Girl.
Oh, hi.
It's like, oh my god, I heard all of that. Digital Lad is a dick.
Are we all
Yeah.
all the 5 of us now?
Yeah, she's saying this right to her.
Crystal's still with Digital Lad.
I know, that's what she's saying.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Before she kind of like stomps off to Jaina. Digital Lad looks at that and looks at the arrows and says, that was awkward.
Yeah, sorry.
He kind of holds up his name and says, well, enjoy. At your service.
Crystal.
And he shakes his hand. He's like, don't worry, I've already erased your digital identity. You don't have to worry about it. And he pauses and it just breaks into laughter again. He says, I wouldn't do that.
Oh.
Look how many TikTok followers you have now. He shows you and you're at 50K.
Oh, wow. I didn't even know that I had a TikTok.
He's like, oh yeah, I set one up for you. It's
Oh.
mostly just traffic footage of you in action. But look,
Oh, cool.
you're looking above average in all of these all these videos.
Oh. Well, thanks. That's really nice.
And it may have just been put in everyone's recommended. Like,
Wow, you
how many
are
users
good.
are there on TikTok?
Millions.
You'll be fine. And he kind of just
You get so many ad offers.
Oh,
kind of
gosh.
reaches in and, he kind of takes the phone he's on, stretches it out, turns it into a Steam Deck, and walks off.
Okay. Crystal's gonna go back to the group.
I still want to leave.
I mean, yeah,
Or we
but
can do something exciting.
I don't know.
Are you still up
Maybe
for the friendship bracelets.
we should make friendship bracelets.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, maybe it won't be so bad here. I feel like, I don't know, maybe if we give everyone like a chance, they can help us a little bit. Not the counselors, though. The counselors are still weird.
The only 2 people I met who didn't suck. There's a lot of people I didn't meet, but the only 2 people I met who didn't suck were Zoomerang and I think I might have talked with the human ghost by now and tried to hug them.
The human specter.
Human Spectre. And asked them for a hug. By now,
He just kind of
probably.
envelops you.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the only 2
Then
people.
the cloak kind of falls down and Vermont is no longer there.
Digital Lad is actually kind of cool.
I'll agree to disagree, but that's fine.
Is he though?
I mean, maybe it's just an attitude, like tough person
He's
thing.
useful,
I mean,
sure.
just be nice to him. He's helping me with my arrows.
Okay, we'll be nice to him.
The
Oh,
exploding
and
arrows were cool.
Did you? They were very unreliable, and I did not mean to do that.
That was cool.
That hurt my nose. These things are sharp. Oh gosh. What was I gonna say? Oh, also Quantum Girl has like an entire mansion with her. That's
It's
super dope.
really cool.
Yeah, we were inside it.
I got to meet friends with quarks.
I can be a dust storm.
You're already a dust storm, Mad.
Don't you mean an ash storm?
Who said that?
You see it's Digital Lad. He's just like,
That's not a natural thing. I'm gonna go in the water. To hear nobody. Wait, I meant no one.
not nobody. You just take him with you.
No, nobody was going to go like just sort of like shake, make sure there are no ponies hanging out that would get electrocuted, and then go into the water.
A toaster falls out and runs away.
Why don't you get a toaster?
There are so many.
As you go
That was a cry for help on Ethan's face.
nobody. As you go into the water, you see Cyberlass is just kind of standing at the very bottom of the lake. She kind of looks up to you and waves. And she can't really speak because she's underwater, so instead she just kind of starts flashing light at you And you see like text just kind of generate in your vision.
Okay, I thought it was going to be like one of those scrolling texts.
Oh yeah, no, that was. He starts flashing Morse
That's very
code.
good.
Beep 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 beep.
Just sort of be like, I'll send back in some way.
Mhm.
Just like that's not really how it's supposed to work.
And she shakes her head. And it's like, this is swimming.
Mm,
I'm in the water.
that's called sinking. It's close, but not quite.
Is it the difference between falling and flying?
I guess so, because one, you do end up at the bottom.
And she notes, I've been getting unusual scans from below here.
Oh,
And she kind of points at some of the moss on the bed of the lake.
I will also allow myself to just I will let Ramad know, and then I will allow myself to sink.
As you kind of hit the floor, you notice that this kind of mossy, grassy texture is almost carpeting the entire bottom of this lake bed, extending from edge to edge. And as you touch the bottom, you can feel it kind of open up a little bit before you hit the bottom.
Hold on. Explain that's covering the whole thing.
It's covering the entire bottom of the lake. As you kind of come down, instead of letting you step on it, it just kind of opens up a little hole that leads directly to the muddy floor.
Huh. Is Cyberlass in the same situation?
She's got little fins that have extended out of her back that are now kind of keeping her floating about an inch above the actual floor. But you can see that it is already kind of moved out of the way, just in case.
And is two Cyberlasts and this? What sort of readings?
Sentience.
Well, I did just learn that quarks are sentient, which is something I did not see coming. So I guess this is really out of the realm of possibility.
And she says, I'm going to propose something. We should go.
I mean, are you getting hostile readings?
And she nods her head and points, and you can see that there are 10 girls kind of coming to ensconce you.
I'll agree.
And Cyberlass just goes rocketing out like a torpedo. Ramad, she breaches the surface like a whale. Kind of grab it. Are you in your dust form, or sorry, your ashen form?
Yes.
Okay, she tries to grab the ashen form as she is rocketing out.
Just goes through me.
Yeah, just kind of piffs right through you, leaving a perfect imprint. You can see that the little fins on their back have kind of retracted back in, and other machinery has retracted out and kind of formed little rocket boosters. And she goes rocketing back to the beach. You can see she's basically still in her cyborg form that she was on the bus, but she's wearing a nice, cute one piece. It's kind of silvery. And as she kind of lands on the beach, she just says, "We should go."
Are you two okay?
No, well, yes, but no.
What?
As Ramad says, "What?" The entire lake starts to kind of bubble and boil. You can hear from across at the rich kid camp. You just hear, "Oh my, let's get back inside, Chet." And there's maybe a moment of peace before there was an eruption. This wall of mist just kind of blows over the beach. And you see rising from the water is this kind of monstrous form. Just mossy, and sticks are kind of going through it. Just driftwood, but rocks, bones, broken ships, broken boats, all just sort of stuck into it.
Look how beautiful it is.
Oh my.
It says in a voice that sounds like breaking logs. It's just it says, Countess Quiet Maple has risen once again. It has
Who?
been 200 years. This very day.
Lady Vengeance, is this a camp counselor that we haven't met yet?
No, this is one of those things our insurance broker was worrying us about. Okay, okay, kids, this is going to be our first activity. Who wants to beat a supervillain?
Wait, how do we know it's a supervillain?
I've come to destroy the world as prophesized.
Okay, that's how we know.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was about to ask, how do you know it's evil?
That is where we'll leave it for the night.
Wow.
Now let's do our end of game session. End of game session, we like to just go through whether or not our characters have grown closer to the team, grown further away from the team,
From the
or
queen.
grown into their own image of themselves. And we also like to shout out charities. For example, I'm going to be shouting out Child's Play Charity. It's a charity that provides toys and games for children in over 180 hospitals around the world. It's really awesome, and I think you should check it out. It's in the chat. Do it. But while y'all are checking out that, I'll ask our friend Jen, aka Jaina, aka Aeon Storm. Did you grow closer to the team? Did you grow further away from the team? Or did you grow into your own image of yourself?
Let's see. I would say probably grow closer to the team.
Mhm.
Mostly because this is her first time experiencing a summer camp event that's more in line with an Earth childhood than her childhood. So this is fun, and she's just glad that she has her friends around her.
Awesome. And let's see, growing closer to the team, which person on the team made you feel welcome? And why?
I think she'll say, and I'll say probably Crystal. Because she was sharing iPads and iPhones and all that good jazz, and
Aw.
decided to gang up on various people with her.
Getting to be kids.
Yes.
All right, then you can fiddle one stat up, one stat down.
Mhm. I'll write those into the Discord for you, Sarah.
Okay.
Cool. Next, and is there any charity you'd like to shout out?
Yes, I charity and champion the Alzheimer's Society in the UK. They are a nonprofit organization that focuses on finding a cure for Alzheimer's and dementia. They provide online counseling, online resources, and how to help those who are living with Alzheimer's and dementia during these COVID times.
Awesome. Next up is Jamie, aka Ramad, aka Mabruk.
That's me.
Did Ramad grow closer to the team, grow further away from the team, or grow into their own image of themselves?
I'm conflicted at the moment
Oh,
because I would like to say that it isn't Crystal's fault. It's 100% Emil's fault, but Jamie feels like maybe a bit away from Crystal. At the same time,
it's a little bit of jealousy.
yeah, 100%.
It's not even a little bit.
No. They're hiding it well, I guess. Maybe only today it's gonna maybe be harder to hide over time. Like Emil is basically whatever they had as family, and Emil is very like. Jamie thought that Emil doesn't like anyone. That's why Emil acts like they do. But now that he likes someone, why don't you like me?
Aww.
I'm thinking also of been closer with Nielsen because there have been a few really funny interactions today.
That's what I'm going to do.
Aw.
Spoiler alert.
Okay, I'm gonna wait until something bigger happens. I'm gonna take influence away from you, Crystal. Not right now.
Okay, that's
no,
It's
fair.
gonna happen. Mark my words.
And is there any charity you'd like to shout out?
I'll be shouting out Palestinian Children Relief Fund. With the current atrocities currently occurring in Palestine, some of the most affected groups are the children living there suffering physical and psychological trauma. This charity aims to support and help them, providing them shelter and basic requirements to be able to survive there. Do check it out. If you cannot donate, best thing you can do is to educate yourself about the situation. Also, please do check out Decolonize Palestine. That website has a lot of really useful information that when I first found about it, I didn't even know about.
All right, cool. Yeah, no worries. And Ethan, aka Nielsen, aka Nobody. Do you feel like nobody has grown closer to the team, grown further away from the team, or grown into their own image of themselves?
I think grown closer to the team because they have never left Mariposa. And I think that seeing how I think like at the school we were all together, and here there are these people who are actually trying to interact with us, and they aren't doing a great job.
Learning how to socialize.
Yes, and I think that is making Nielsen thankful for the people that he has. And so I think that especially in Boulder Fist with Jamie, they are a team.
Aww.
Yeah.
You can get y'all little matching outfits.
That's very easy for Nielsen.
Yeah.
Give influence to that character, and I don't think I have any conditions, so I will mark a potential.
Oh, Jamie, make sure you mark potential for that one Pierce the Mask roll you failed.
I did.
Okay, good. And is there any charity you'd like to shout out?
Well, does Jamie already have influence over Nobody?
Yes, we'll just edit
Afterwards.
afterwards. Me and you,
Sure.
each other's things.
And last but not least,
Whoa.
Crystal. Oh,
Wait.
sorry. Oh, yeah.
Charity.
Charity.
Yes. I'll be shouting out Girls in
That's
Code. Yes, was a nonprofit organization which aims to support and increase the number of women in computer science by equipping young women with the necessary computing skills to pursue 21st century opportunities. They seem real neat.
Awesome. Now, last but not least, our lovely showrunner, Sarah, aka the Hype Goblin, aka Crystal, aka RGB. I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
Already said it too many times.
All right, Aaron. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I am Sarah. My charity of choice is the Ttrpg.org. As you all have heard quite regularly on this channel, if you're a regular, they provide crisis and counseling support to the LGBTQIA plus youth community. And I think today that Crystal, it doesn't really fit, but Crystal branched out a little bit today out of her comfort zone, and so I'm gonna choose grow away from the team, but it's not necessarily a grow away. She took the opportunity to branch out a little bit.
Expand your horizons, so to speak.
Yeah. What do I do for that one? My screen is currently frozen.
You, I think, can mark potential.
Okay.
I have the books up. In Microsoft Edge. Explain how you see shift one label up and another down. Oh, sorry, that's grow into your own image. Take influence over you away from another character.
Okay, who has influence over me?
Every adult, probably except Danny, and I think everyone on your team.
I only have influence over Jaina.
Oh
okay.
no. Wouldn't you get influence, or wouldn't wouldn't Ramad have influence, or give you new influence? You're muted.
Now I have influence over you instead of I don't change your things.
Yeah, me too, I guess, because
No, I already had influence.
Right, but
I had influence.
Right, but I'm taking it away from someone who does have it.
Yeah.
So I need to know who has it.
Does Jaina have it?
Okay.
Jamie has it and Jaina has it.
I'm gonna take it away from Jaina because I think Mabruk's gonna use his influence and it's gonna be fun.
They're planning something.
I can get influence again. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm influencing.
Okay. I will take it away from Ramad with the thinking being Crystal is just trying to distance herself a little bit because the brother situation is weird. And
It is. I agree.
she's avoiding it.
I thought you liked them as well.
So much Axe bodies. The sauce started leaning into it way too hard, so I had to go the opposite direction.
So,
I live with that person. Okay? I smell that shit.
maybe when he got smushed together too.
Oh, he
when-
took
when all
some
the-
of the better, the worst.
When all the universes smooshed together.
Oh, no, he knows too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Gavo, take us home.
All right, that'll be it for us, everybody. We are going to go into our post-game chat as a table that we do behind the curtain, but we love you all. Don't forget, eat a healthy snack today. If you haven't had any water yet today, go drink a glass of water. Hydration's important. So is dabbing, like Saucefire is demonstrating right now. And if you forgot to take your meds, this is your gentle reminder to take them. And it's okay if you forgot. Don't be too hard on yourself. And last but not least, if there's someone important to you in the world that you have not recently told is important to you, go do that now, because it's always a great time to let people know you care about them. And with that, we'll see you next week. Wave, everybody. Bye.
Bye.